this. I was telling Carmen off air. I was like, yo, like I love hip hop. I love black
Mhm.
music. I love our culture. And to me, like when everything it's integrated in everything I do, even when I travel. And I probably about 6 or 7 years ago, like before Nipsey really pop. You know what I mean? I went to go visit my brother in San Diego, and like the first thing when I got off the plane, and he was like, "Yeah, what you want to do?" I'm like, I want to go to the marathon store. Like
Period.
before he was big, before niggas was on the Crenshaw shirts, I was like, take me to the marathon store. I want to go to Crenshaw. I want to go to Compton. And my brother was looking at me like I was nuts. Like, the fuck you want to go
No,
to
so I
Compton
definitely
for?
got a Crenshaw shirt, so I
You
feel
know what I'm
you.
saying?
So like,
So like, yo, I made him drive me from San Diego to LA to go to Compton to go to the marathon store before all of the blow up. And I bought me a bunch of shirts. I think I bought me a sweatshirt. I bought a hat. I bought a bunch of stuff. And like those dudes were like surprised. Like we come in there because they knew we wasn't from around there. They were, oh, cuz.
right,
Oh, y'all ain't from around here. Where you from? I'm like, I'm from Baltimore. They was like, yo, the wire?
right. That's all they know.
The
They
wire?
don't know.
Yo,
So
y'all crazy out there. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, nigga. Give me them shirts. So, but
right.
That's
um,
funny.
ever since then, man, like I've made it a part of my life to like when I travel, I like to hit you know what I'm saying, black owned businesses or anything that has to do with the entertainment industry. So what I did is I compiled a list of places I thought would be fire. Uh
Okay.
and I want to go with, as it's called, my hip hop pilgrimage, the essential
Mm.
places that I feel like if you black and you love, or if you white, black, whoever, and you love hip hop and you love black music, you gotta go.
And I
All
go.
right. So first thing is the marathon store, like I just said. You know what I mean? Owned by Nipsey Hussle and his family, his lineage. Right now, the store is actually closed
Right.
because Nipsey, if you don't know, Nipsey Hussle was murdered out in front of his store, probably 2.5, almost 3 years ago to this day. We are all still reeling from his death, but it is still a place to go because they have done murals on the exterior of the building.
Mm-hmm.
They're still selling clothes on the exterior of the building.
Mm-hmm.
His family also owns the Fat Burger, which is right next to the Marathon store.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like I said, it's definitely a legacy place that I feel like everybody should visit. Anything y'all want to add into that, or have any of y'all had an opportunity to check out that place?
Yeah, I've
I
been
have
there.
never been to the marathon store, but I have purchased things online in reference to the marathon store. So, but it's something I want to do. Like the idea of a hip hop pilgrimage. Oh my God. Like, I swear to God, I don't know. I might have got a little moist. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like,
Okay. Well,
if you can do like a trip, you should organize it. I promise you, I'm on it. Like,
oh, that's what's up.
man, it's mandatory.
Carmen's
So.
Carmen's rolling, so that's three of us. So we probably get three or four more. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Because
gonna be
she
a
said,
lot of Hennessy. It's gonna be a lot of weed. Like I was saying, shit. I was saying, if you did a bus trip, that might be a little too lit. So yeah, I mean, look. So
that's what's up. I'm with you. I'm with you and shit. You know.
like live.
All right, so that's the first thing on the list. We got a bunch of them to go.
All right,
So
let's
the
get
next
it.
thing I want to do, the Trap Museum in Atlanta.
Yes,
If you
I've
have
never
not
did it.
done so, I definitely feel like y'all should go to the Trap Museum. And this is kind of like some video clippings from the location. Yeah, like I'm trying to get y'all a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So pretty much Ti and his partners got together and opened up a museum, taking elements from the hip hop community and
Mhm.
just things about trap and put them into a physical location. And the museum focuses on the history of trap music, how it started to where it is today. It is located in Atlanta, Georgia, downtown. I actually went there it was closed because I went there on a Monday, and apparently the only day it's not open is Monday. And so I wasn't able to go inside, but it's definitely on my bucket list. As you can see, they've got a bunch of different things you can come and take pictures in
Right.
front of. There's a bunch of information about different artists and different things to be a part of. I definitely feel like this is a legacy, definitely something that should be a part of anybody's hip hop pilgrimage.
Yeah.
Ladies, what do you have to say?
I wanted to go so bad. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like this and the hair museum are like really, really up there for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all know about the hair museum, but it's
Hmm.
something that's actually a traveling like museum, but it
Hmm.
has like everything that has to do with hair. They have like a whole mosh pit where it's just big rollers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But no, like the pink car. I'm about to say the jail cell. So you know what I'm saying? Like all of that. I want the snowman with the bricks around. I want to be in
yeah.
all of that. So yes.
Yeah. All right. The next thing I'm throwing up there is the Bob Marley Museum
Yeah.
in Jamaica. So pretty much now, let me be because I've been doing a lot of research. Because once again, this is not something I thought up of today. I've actually been thinking about this for years about developing my pilgrimage and me kind of going around. Jamaica is one of the places I've always wanted to visit. Part of that reason was I'm a huge Bob Marley fan. And I thought at one point that Bob Marley's body was buried at or around close to his studio. But what happened was he was at one point buried there, but his body was exhumed and moved to Africa. And I don't remember the specific location right now, but I definitely will
Right.
have it for you at some point. But the
Wow.
Tough Gong Studios is his personal studio that is still in ownership to his family. That's Rohan Marley on the screen, and the
Right.
other Marley son, I forgot his name. They have just what do you call it, renovated the space. It's not only a recording studio, it's also a record manufacturing space where they manufacture records on location. So it's a beautiful space. You can go and see. They say you can still record in there if you want to purchase studio time. They have tours. They have a lot of information pertaining to Marley's career, and obviously they have a shop where you can buy merchandise and all of those great things. So that's definitely on my list of places that I definitely want to go to in Jamaica. Kingston,
So
to be more
this
Jamaica.
is
Go ahead.
somewhere I have gone to. So when I went to Ocho Rios, they did offer a tour of Bob Marley's studio. So I did end up going there. And they also show you where he was previously buried. They let you know that he
Oh,
was no longer buried there, but it was wonderful. So yes, if you go to Jamaica, please go to this. It is amazing. So
Got you. Carmen, did you want to throw in anything?
I mean, I want to. I've been to Jamaica. I just didn't know nothing about this, so I'll go next time I go.
Oh yeah, you just went there not too long ago.
Yeah, I've been to Jamaica quite a few times.
Balling. You know how they do.
No, it ain't cost that much if you playing right. I ain't balling shit. I don't do that. I don't want
You
nobody to
know,
come think I got some money. I ain't got no goddamn money.
she
I
riding
just like
around
to
in the
get on
Maybach.
planes. Never.
All right. Let's see. I'm trying. I think I'm. No, Don't tell me I screw up. No, telling me I screw
I
up.
feel like everybody need to go to African American History Museum because it is like a really good music, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, inside of that museum, the one in Washington, D.C. So I know you
Mhm.
go through the whole slavery thing and the civil rights thing, whatever, but they also have a section on like not just like rhythm and blues and stuff like that. It's rap in there also. So like I feel like that's something every black person should do. Like
Definitely.
and
Um,
to the blacks and whites, like you know what I mean? Like in Baltimore. But
no, I'm definitely with you on
Fine,
that.
sweet.
I definitely feel like I want to add this one little element. Um, I feel like it's important for us to understand our history. It may not. I know some of you younger kids or people will be like, "Yo, why do I care? Why would I ever care about this?" But it's like, bro, like this is our lineage, man. A lot of the artists that you love and that you appreciate, you know what I'm saying, they come from this stuff, whether it's modern music. Shoot, they sample all of this older music all of the time,
Exactly.
and you'll be surprised how much you can learn, how much you'll fall in love with a lot of this stuff. So, you know what I mean? Like, yo, definitely get tapped in. Even the older people, like, yo, a lot of my older friends, when I start telling them about all of these places, yo, they get blown away because they don't
right.
either like I've heard of it and never thought about going there, or you know what I'm saying, or they didn't know about it and they're like learning something new. So definitely there. So in Houston, Texas, one of the biggest DJs out of Houston, Texas is DJ Screw. And
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Shout out to
DJ
DJ
Screw,
Screw. God rest his soul.
yes. In his past, and his family and his homeboys have kept his record store up and running. It's called the oh god, Screwed Up Records and Tapes.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So these gentlemen right here are like the managers of the facility. And look at all of those t-shirts, all of that wonderful stuff in there, man. Like, I definitely feel like, definitely is on my list. High up on my list of places I want to visit down in Houston, Texas. I definitely want to, and I've actually got another maybe two more spots in Houston.
I'm about to say you got to go to Turkey Hut. You guys a lot of stuff in Texas. I mean, especially Houston, Texas, and Dallas, Texas. You can go to Austin, San Antonio. I'm originally from Texas. I love Texas, so yeah.
Okay, got you. All right. So next on this lineup is very, very important. You know what I mean? Legendary. We all know and love this man and his contributions to the world. And we are talking about Mr. Purple himself, aka Paisley Park in Minnesota, is definitely high up on my list of places that it should be a part of your pilgrimage, man.
Yeah.
Paisley Park not only houses his wardrobe, but it houses his instruments. They also have a vault with like hundreds of thousands of records. They have a performance venue. They've got everything in there. It's a huge.
I heard it's like so cool. Like I'm gonna go there so bad. Like.
Right, and outside of the fact that Prince would have hated, and if he was still alive, that
he would have hated that people were doing tours of Paisley Park. He didn't want anybody in there at all. Like the fuck.
Yeah, unless he personally invited you, he did not feel like you should have access to any of his life or his stuff. But the way I feel about it is, as a big gigantic fan that I am, I needs to be able to see, bro. So just go ahead, step to the side, the ghost of Prince Pass and all that. I love you, my G, but at the same time, bro, I just want to be able to see, where you created and where so many people have had magic, and so many countless times. So like, I'm so happy that the estate has decided to allow the public in. I'm super, super excited about this. I know Carmen can't wait. She's a secret guitarist, and she definitely is ready to record her album.
Hey, get the fuck on, Jay.
I the bass guitar. I actually started with the orchestra bass, and I know how to play bass guitar too. So,
yeah, Carmen. Okay, said Carmen, you ain't never played guitar. I could have sworn you was
not just doing anything.
I've never played guitar. No, the closest I did anything like that is with a dick. I'm sorry. So,
but you get something right. Exactly.
Like, please miss me.
Right.
But I do love Prince. You know,
yeah, right.
Yeah, yes, I love. So I would definitely love to go in there and go masturbate in this bathroom or something.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I love you guys. So we're gonna move on to shut up. Juices for Life.
Okay.
By Styles P and the team in New York City. Yeah. Juices for Life is a juice bar and a health look. I think they got food there as well. You come, it's a healthy place, and it's owned by these lot creators. Right, and which call it these? Right, most definitely. So it's definitely a fireplace. It's a lot of his face, him looking around, but there you go, food being mixed up. Yeah, Angie, we see you. All right.
Don't see what I mean?
No, I'm not trying to diss. I just really wanted to get more so people could see some of the location and everything. So you know what I mean? Definitely, definitely a part of the pilgrimage. Ladies, come on, tell us how much you wanna be a part of Juices for Life.
I don't even like fruit. I'm gonna just keep it a million on it. Like people think that shit is weird, but like I see my brother almost died when I was really young eating strawberries. So so I supplement, but what I really do promote it for other people, not to other people, but I still want to be there. Like I said, I love, what I'm saying, the Locks. Shout out to Chic Luch, you know what I'm saying? I've been in love with him forever. Him and Brad Pitt. You know what I mean? But
there.
Yeah,
They up
but Styles Speed, this is amazing. I love him and Audra's relationship. I know that they lost, their daughter in the last couple of
there.
years,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying, to
Hmm.
suicide. And
Hmm.
they're just very just proactive parents, and
Hmm.
their beautiful relationship, and the fact that they're
Hmm.
doing something to make the Black community healthy. And then Angela Yee, you know what I'm saying? Like, she is just,
Fire media person. You know what I mean?
period. So I love everything about it. So
All right, cool. So the next, this is an artist you guys may not be familiar with. He's an underground artist. His name is L.E. $. His name is Les. And he started a clothing store in Texas
okay.
called DIOS brand. Do it. What is it? Do it ourselves.
Okay.
That's the name of the clothing line. So like he's got t-shirts, he's got sweatshirts, he's got a bunch of different things on here. You know what I mean? I just added him in. He's one of my personal favorite artists. You know what I mean? He's got a dope location. I think to be completely independent and to be able to sell tons of merch, to have a successful facility, and that is not less, ladies and gentlemen. That is just somebody that works there. But
I
yeah,
was gonna say because he's not giving me African American at all. So
yeah, that's not. He's just the manager of the store. So
I
like, you
ain't
know what I
gonna
mean?
hold you.
Nice.
I'm a tinge
He's
racist.
like,
Like, I don't do black and brown. I really just do black. I'm so sorry. I know I may be like sandpaper bag brown, but at the end of the day, I
Mhm.
don't.
No, I'm not mad at you. I ain't
Because
mad at
I'm
you at
gonna
all.
say
You
there's
got
a lot of
every-
our Hispanic friends. Like, if you looked at a lot of stuff that Biden is doing in the agenda, he is literally pushing the Hispanic agenda because he's like trying to separate brown and black. So yeah, no,
Got
no,
mm-hmm.
you.
yeah,
Got you.
I'm like,
All
fuck
right.
them, but, mm.
Okay, cool. Now I was having a problem with my computer, so I was just like hoping that I could get this up and running again. So I am going to pull up something. I got to figure out a way to make this happen because no, I just had a function not work. So now I'm trying to figure out, all right, how do I do this without slowing the show completely down?
I
All
mean, you
right.
can like announce the next one. You don't have to show it.
All right, you are correct, and thank you for doing that.
Mm.
Next, the next thing I am putting up is the Swag Shop in Atlanta, Georgia, owned by the hip hop artist and social activist. His name is y'all can see that. Could y'all?
Yeah, I can
Could
see.
Ah, crap. It's not coming up the way I want it. So anyway, the social activist Killer Mike owns the Swag Shop.
Mm.
It is a great place that people go to get their
The
haircuts and
barbershop, yes.
yeah, it's definitely a fly spot. You know what I mean? I wish I could pull up the individual images, but for whatever reason, it's acting super funny for me. But like it's a place where you can get your haircut. They sell merch there. He has access to so many different things. Where you can come in and hold on, I can throw this on the screen
I'm
and
like,
book.
shout out to his group. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though he is a group with a white person, it's okay. He's a
Yeah, definitely. You know what I mean?
advocate,
Yeah, he's big in the community. He also owns with Ti a fish market in Atlanta as well. They do fried fish and
And they have multi-unit apartment complexes, which I love.
yep,
So
yep. So definitely, if you're in the Atlanta area, you definitely want to check out the Swag Shop. That is super super important. You know what I mean? The next thing I'm gonna throw up on this list. And let me find this folder again. It's called the Notorious Clothing Store, which is owned by Notorious Big's daughter.
mhm.
You know what I mean? She's definitely a dope young
Jay-
lady. She built her own brand and is utilizing her father's memory to help build the storefront. So this is in Brooklyn, New York. I'm like, Biggie's daughter selling clothes with his face and name on it. You know what I mean? I'm definitely down with it. Why not?
I'm gonna say she was on the front of what was that, Juicy? I'm gonna say the right. So
Right.
she's
Back when she was a child.
she's the staple herself. Like I'm just saying. So
Yep. To be able to support the brand and she might even catch an eye. She might be working up in that joint. You never know. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
and her brother is like an amazing like actor now. So that's lit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I
He's
definitely
in
forgot about that.
Notorious. All right. So like,
Okay, okay. So for ladies and gentlemen, the next thing I want to get into is let's move this forward. Is the Golf Wang store? Tyler, the creator, has his own clothing
I
brand called
love
Golf
everything
Wang.
about him. Yes.
He has his clothing brand and he opened up a store in Beverly Hills. This is pretty much the video of the reconstruction of it. Obviously that's the line of thousands of people coming out. So
Mhm.
like if you are definitely in the LA area, after you go to hit the Crenshaw
Marathon.
and Marathon store, you dip on down to the Golf Wang store and get you skate decks and a bunch of different shirts and all that stuff, and support the Odd Future boss man himself. You know what I mean? Definitely, definitely, definitely.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to cover all of the bases here. I think I'm
Me and
getting
my
good.
kids have a lot of odd feature. Like I said, we're going to the next the next Tyler Creator show is going to be in Philly. We're going to go to
Mhm.
that one.
Let's do it.
Yeah, but like you said, we I definitely want to get out to his store or whatever like that. Like I just like anybody that's authentically their self. You know what I mean?
I
Like
agree.
yeah, and he has a
Yeah.
lot of heavy influence. He said he was like one of his major influences was like oh Cool J. You know what I'm saying? Like that's so lit to me. So
Right.
That's what's
So,
up.
yep. So, what you think about that, Carmen? I mean, I don't even know. Are you a fan of what's my phalange?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. His name is Tyler, the creator. I apologize.
yeah, I want to say she like
Okay.
he's like what?
Yeah. No, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna hit all the spots that you said
Yeah,
you
yeah.
spoke
Well,
on.
you going with us? We all in the
That's
RV
what I
together.
said. We just all gonna go.
Yeah, she said she already got she got weed and Hennessy. So we
Yes,
all of the
yes.
bases are covered. Like
It's
what are you talking
okay.
about?
Right.
Carmen acting like she don't know. Like maybe I'll go. Like nigga, it's weed there. You covered.
I'm gonna probably need some skin condoms too. I feel like this shit gonna get a little wild. So
There you go.
some
I
cling
mean,
wrap and
that.
some skin condoms. I'll be okay. So
Man, we in there like swimwear. Shoot, you know what I mean? All right. So the next thing is the 4040 Club
40,
in New York,
40.
owned by obviously Hovey, aka Jay Z, aka Sean Cartier.
Mhm.
Cartier. So and they just celebrated, I think, 18 years in business, which blew my brain.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, this nigga done had
Damn.
this for 18 years. So shout out to him. That was definitely when I thought about it, I was like, hell yeah, my pilgrimage has definitely have to include that. Shoot, I'm gonna put on a suit and you know what I mean, button down. We about
This
to go
reminds me of Kanye when he was like 18 years. 18 years, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, well, I don't know. It's just something. But yeah, like 4040. I've always wanted to go to 4040 Club, but guys, their dress policy is so ridiculous. So you definitely have to put on a good shoe and come on a good foot. So
That is a fact. So like that's definitely been a thing that I've been wanting to put on that list, and I'm so happy that I remembered it. So the next is going to be back in Atlanta. Because Atlanta's got all the hot spots. Let's be honest. Like, they have everything there. And where is the place at? I don't see the place. So it is the members only club owned by
Mm.
the big boss himself, 2 Chains. And I'm trying to find the
okay,
pictures.
City Boy, do they wear members only jackets? That's all I want to know.
Oh,
Like, no?
No, they don't wear members only jackets, but the
Okay.
girls do wear
oh
short
my god.
shirts and all types
Oh,
of
okay. So
stuff.
it's like,
Yeah,
possibly escort allegedly services
Uh, well,
for
I mean,
strippers.
there are different features and services that are available to
Mm.
members
Oh,
that
okay.
I don't know about, so I cannot confirm nor
They're
deny.
not, but I look. You had me at right. If it's members, I'm in there. Girls, members only.
Yep,
I'm in there.
it's liquor, hookah, food. It's a really beautiful spot, and a lot
Yes,
of their events don't start until 2 and 3 in the morning.
yes. The
So like,
after hour
Oh,
spot.
it's
I'm gonna
definitely an
say.
after hour spot. So it's definitely the spot to where like after you come
damn,
from the club, you can come, you can chill, and it doesn't close until 6 or 7 in the morning. It is definitely an all
damn.
night after members only after
Baltimore
hours.
needs to get back on that because we used to have our little after hour spots. You know what I'm saying? Right there off of like what is it, Emerson? Near
Yep,
like
yep. Yeah.
yeah, like Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? Near Catherine. You know what I'm saying? Like we need internationals. There we go. Shout out to internationals.
Look, she out there giving out all our little behind the scenes business.
Yeah,
But
I know you remember international, but
no,
yeah,
I
like
know. I
shit
know
ain't even
exactly.
open until 2 o'clock in the morning. So yeah.
Yeah, like definitely. And there's been always been spots like that. Even my dad used to tell me that there was spots that would open up at 2 and 3 in the morning in Baltimore that were just legendary. So like, you know what I mean, that's just a part of the tradition of
Right.
Baltimore's late night life. So we're gonna move on next to Escobar, which is also owned by 2 Chainz, which is a tapas lounge with liquor and tapas food, you know,
Okay.
nice finger foods. It's a hangout spot. It does not do the 2 3 in the morning vibe, but it's definitely a nice all day venue. I think they open up between like 12 and 1, and then they have a great afternoon stuff. So, you know, I definitely would recommend y'all to that. I'm going to move on because I'm going to, let's see, we got the members only, we got the 40/40. We have the JetLife clothing store, which is in Louisiana, New Orleans, excuse me. I apologize.
Okay.
So he obviously, if you know anything about Currency, he's a hip hop artist. He's got
I'm
a
from
very successful,
currency.
yeah, he definitely has a very successful clothing line. And he doesn't yo, crazy enough, it was so hard for me to find pictures and images for his thing, and I'm like trying to pull some stuff up now. So hold on, let me share my screen and then let me pull
Currency
this
is
up.
part of the Big Teeth crew. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how they.
He's a part of the Big Teeth crew, girl. I see.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
know.
god,
Of
yo.
course, I
Oh
love.
my God, you
Yeah,
are so funny. You
Oh
are
my
hilarious.
and he had
god.
the
You
love and hip hop beef, but it's okay.
the love and hip hop beef, girl. Ain't you something? So, like, yep, definitely. You know, what I mean, he's got a nice storefront. Once I go back, I can see you can get his sneakers there. They've definitely got t-shirts, they've got hoodies, they've got some low riders out front, they've got carpets. I mean, you know, they've got jackets. I mean, if anybody knows anything about Currency, he has a huge inventory of products for all of the people, and it's definitely a place that he hangs out on a regular basis. So if you wanted to potentially have a celebrity sighting, it would definitely be a spot for it. You know what I mean? And it's located in 1540 Canal Street, New Orleans. He
Okay.
also has They also have a burger joint that he opened up down there. I'm not
That's
exactly
it.
sure of the location, but I definitely would want to put that on the list. And all right, I'm about to
New
put myself.
Orleans, if you've never been in New Orleans, it is a whole move. Like I feel like every black person needs to go there, go to hole
Yeah.
in the wall places for food. The best
Mhm.
Yes,
food is in the hole in
Lord.
the wall places, but you definitely need an antacid and you need to drink beer to get that gas out your stomach. So and shout out to Saint Sinners, but no, that's a
Oh
white
yes, that's
establishment.
one of my
But
favorite
definitely want to
dinners.
the whole. Don't go to the ones that everybody knows about. Go to the hole in the wall places. That's where the best food is. So
Definitely.
Facts.
So I'm not gonna show too many more videos because I want to try to work our way through this so we can get up out of here before somebody's phone die. All right, The Promised Land by Rick Ross, 300 acres in Atlanta. He does do tours every now and then. He does also do a lot of events there, promotional events. People rent the space for large events. I definitely feel like if you are in Atlanta and you could get that exclusive entry into The Promised Land, it's definitely one of those impressive, super impressive places to go, and it'll definitely inspire the hell out of you. So like definitely that. Finger Licking Restaurant owned
mhm.
by DJ Khaled in Miami. Ladies, I know you love some good old food. I know all of y'all do. So like, you know what I'm saying? Rick Raw DJ Khaled's
Tell it.
Finger Licking. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let's play a little bit of this.
And giving jobs. Matter of fact, let's go have lunch. Come on.
Uh 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 uh. All right, I don't need to hear no music. I don't need all that. So, like, yeah, Finger Licking, I hear, is a super good eatery. You know, I hear the food is amazing. I hear the drinks are amazing. You know what I mean? Like, and look, they've got lobster, they've got steak, they've got, everything. All right, ladies, what are you thinking? This is definitely
I
on
have
top. Go ahead.
Well, my whole thing is I want to know if because Rick Ross also had wings and things, but they ran out of wings and they made it to thighs and things. So is thighs and things still going on? Because I love a thigh. That's what I really
Okay,
wanted to
so
know.
you're talking about Rick Ross, and this restaurant is
I
by
know
Khaled.
because she kind of blew through, what I'm saying, Rick Ross with the Cali, but I really feel like if thighs and things are still going on, I say let's go there. Cali, I like the food looks good. I mean, look at he was on what is it? He's supposed to lose the weight, whatever that shit is called. He
Mm-hmm.
lost no weight. So I'd rather go to this restaurant, and I don't want nothing to do with what is it called? Like he said, he was supposed to be on what is it to make you lose weight? Oprah used to be on it.
Weight Watchers.
Weight Watch. Or what? Yes, he was on Weight Watchers. Then he just watched weight. He didn't lose the weight. So I know his shit is gonna be lit. But can we also throw in the dude? What is it called? Just Call Me Quay. Like that does all the like little seafood places. Because I heard his shit be bomb. Like, and he's in like mad cities now, but people don't be giving him, his just due and shit like that. I know he is a part of the LGBTQIA, but he also has, his little seafood places. But you can tell that college shit is lit. Like, look at him. He's like Middle Eastern, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's heavy set. The shit is gonna be lit. The food is good. So
Definitely. Next, we're gonna keep it down in my MIAA Miami. Let's let Snoop tell you. Where you at?
That's Trick Daddy restaurant.
I knew it was Trick Daddy restaurant. I was about to
So Trick Daddy has his own spot. It's called Sunday's Eatery. You know what I mean? It's not a sit down restaurant. It's definitely a go in, get you your plates. I heard the seafood is insanely good.
They said the drinks was good too. Like he's like, I don't even know what type of drinks they are, but they said they're good.
Right. And then
there was one right there. Look.
Right. Now, unfortunately, Carmen can't enjoy the deep fried pork chops and the deep fried ribs, but I definitely will be indulging 1000% and enjoying
the pork chops. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Pork chops with some white rice. Oh my god.
I ain't never had. I'm like, who does deep fried ribs? Like, I've never even heard of that. But hey,
fuck that up. Are they beef? I need to. Are they
pork? They pork. It's pork. It's pork.
Okay. But if they're beef, I'm gonna get in the bed and eat them with the lights down. So
it's gonna be real romantic. That's crazy. It's gonna be a romantic.
Period. Right.
Yo, you are so crazy. All right. So the next one is definitely gonna be chicken and beer. In Atlantia, which is in the what is it? The Hartsfield Airport. You know what I mean? Hold on, I got a little clip. The little dude, chicken and beer. So it's owned by Ludacris. It's in the airport. Obviously, appetizer, sandwich, wings. All types of stuff. Beer, liquor. Definitely high up on my list. I'm going to get to the super cool stuff. I've got one more, and then we get to the exotic high end shit. You know what I mean? Shout out to Chris Lover for that. So the next one is the last one of the regular everyday spots, and it is definitely one that I can't wait to go to in New York, and it is called Sweet Chicks. Chicken and waffles, which is owned by Nas Escobar. For real. So like Sweet Chick restaurant. Pretty much as you can see, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I hear it's a nice high-end restaurant. I know they sell liquor there. They have multiple types of butter, which they're showing you berry, rosemary, lemon, honey, and then boom, all types of goodness. So
it's so weird because his ex-wife is now like a culinary chef. So
look at Carmen. Hold on. I gotta put Carmen. So long. Carmen look hungry as hell right now.
You think I'm hungry?
What the fuck?
I cooked lamb and Brussels sprouts and shit last night. My daughter made me a whole plate. The whole time I'm sitting over here like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, shout out to Nas because he has one of my favorite songs, "Bye Baby." I love that fucking song. So, but yeah,
cool. So now we get into the exotic things that we gonna have to save up a little bit of bread for. Well, see, I do. Y'all rich ladies. I'm a regular. I ain't got. Okay, so
I'm broke until the cash have come through.
That's lit. All right, Pharrell owns. Did y'all know that Pharrell owns a hotel in Miami?
No,
he owns a hotel. He purchased the land and the building, reconstructed it from the ground up. It's called the Good Time Hotel in Miami, Georgia. It has this old, 60s, 70s feel. Every room is completely unique. I look at the elevators, like they have not spared any expense to give you a full, visual and physical appearance. You know what I'm saying? It's got a pool, it's got bars, the pool got a bar in it, the bar got a bar in it, the
Wait, you
rooms.
say Miami, Georgia. Is it Miami,
I
Florida?
know. I thought
I'm
I
sorry,
was
Miami,
tripping.
Florida. I apologize.
Oh,
Like, am
okay.
I
I was like,
high?
wow,
I
I've
thought I
never
was
been
high.
there.
Shit, me either.
You never been to Miami, Georgia. I showed y'all some new shit.
No.
So in Miami, Florida, I apologize. They have bunches of meeting rooms. They have an art gallery. They've got, I mean, it is a beautiful masterpiece. I would definitely encourage anybody, like if you got the time and you can, I don't think it's crazy expensive, but I know the rooms
It's
probably
more than what you want to spend, I'm sure.
right. It's not $150 room. You talking
Yeah.
about 500 a night or whatever. But I hear that it is a phenomenal experience, and they had high end designers come in and like they literally designed every inch of this place and to be a full on experience. And for it to be in Miami, you know what I mean, it's definitely a place to come to have a good time.
Right.
Yeah, definitely the spot. So we're gonna do that. And last but certainly not least, the number one thing that I cannot wait, I swear to God, I'm saving up my pennies, can't wait to get rich so I can go here. It's $5,000 a week. Once again, we are
Wow.
back
She
in
said
the bar.
Maldives.
Yeah, with the Bar Marley family. Rohan Marley has opened up his own resort in Puerto Rico, in Puerto Morales. It's called the Ro Marley Beach House.
Mm.
Yes. It is definitely, and not only just a hotel, it's a resort. It's got, party rooms. It's got all types of stuff. It's got its own private beach.
I
It's
haven't
got,
seen the black person yet. Like the
yeah,
there goes two. Okay.
yeah. So like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I looked it up myself because when I found out he had opened it, I actually found out because I follow what is that girl's name? It don't matter. So anyway,
Yeah.
she went there as an influencer and she was promoting it and I looked into it. So like, yeah, it's like $5,000 for a week, which is not crazy. But it's all inclusive. It's a great, obviously, vacation spot. This is their promo video. Yeah. So that kind of rounds out our list of places that I would love for not only myself, but all of us to visit and support in our hip hop pilgrimage. Ladies, your opinions, your input, whatever you want to say. I am out of breath.
Well, I'm gonna say about the Ro Marley thing. One thing I've looked into Puerto Rico, they do not have a lot of all inclusive. So I find it refreshing that there, is a black man that has the all inclusive. Like I said, one of my bucket list things was to go to Maldives. They have like an all inclusive $5,000 for, I think it is for like a whole week. But
Right.
now that I know that there's an option where I can give back to someone that's African American, I might just go to Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? Maldives is sinking into the water. It's all beautiful down there. I might just go there. So I'm glad that I just learned about that. So
Cool. Awesome. Carmen, did you have anything else you wanted to add?
Nah, nigga, I'm hungry now. You done did all
I'm
that
hungry
fucking
as a
food.
bitch
I've been
too. When I
smoking and
tell
shit.
you,
Like, dog, I should don't do that no more. Tell me you
I
gonna
don't do
have all
that shit.
that food
My
in there if
stomach
you
is
know I'm gonna be
touching. My
staying
ribs.
smoking and shit.
Your
Yes.